Hi, I'm going to be showing you how to build your own custom AI agent using this GitHub repository, which is built for exactly that. And it's going to be set up under 18 minutes. So let's just get started. So the full breakdown of what this repo is about, how it works, the full features, and like full breakdown and a step-by-step tutorial is on this repo, which will be provided below. But I'm just going to give you a quick overview and just a quick setup, which you can follow. But so this, I'll just tell you what it has. So it has 4 different AI providers which you can use: Grok, OpenAI, Anthropic, and Ollama. And there's an optional voice assistant framework and an optional, what is it called? UI, which is really cool, and I think I recommend you to set both of them up, but it's optional. So let's just get started. So if you're gonna follow this README, it does say you need to know super basic Python to make the tools for your AI if you're planning on making a tool, but you'll figure out if you need a tool. You're also gonna have to have Python and pip installed. So we're gonna run this command to clone the repo. You can continue in terminal or like your CLI of choice, but me personally, I'm going to be using Visual Studio Code because it's the easiest and the best way, in my opinion, to do it. So now it tells me to delete all the requirements except my AI provider. I'm going to be using Grok, so let's just delete all of them. Grok, except Grok, save it. But if you had like OpenAI, you would delete all of them except LangChain OpenAI. So let's run this command to install all of the dependencies. I already have them installed, so it doesn't take long for me. Then we gotta copy the env. Then it makes a .env file, and you put your API key here, which I'll do. And so I put my .env file API key in there. You don't have to put strings in your API key. You can just put the API key as it is. Then it tells me to go to the Python code file, go to LangChain agent, delete all of these imports except the one I need. Like if you're using OpenAI as your provider, you would just uncomment it and just delete all of them. But I'm using Grok, so delete all of those. Then it tells me to go do the same thing for the LLM. It's already uncommented, Grok, and then it tells I'm fully ready to set up. So there's a simple basic chat for people who don't want to set up the UI and the framework, which you should, in my opinion. It's super simple to add. Just takes a little bit to install dependencies. But let me just show you how the basic chat looks, and your AI should work. So let's just do hi, and it works. So now we can customize. You can go to, this is the main part of this repository. You can go to your LangChain system prompt, change it up. This is what the basic one is, the default. Then this tells you how to make a tool, which I'll do a step-by-step tutorial, which has 2. It has a quick overview on how to make a tool and a step-by-step, which we'll follow. So the tool is for current time. So let's just try asking the current time before we add the tool. And it says it can't figure out the current time and all that stuff. So to make a tool, first you need to make a Python function. This is why I said you need to know basic Python for what your AI can use. For us right now, we're making a Python function so it can get the current time. It tells me to add from datetime, import datetime at the top of the file with all the other imports, which is exactly what I did. Now, after you have your function which your AI should be able to use, you need to put the at tool above to tell LangChain it's a function, and then you need to add a docstring which just tells the AI what this tool does. You should also add what the tool does, and in the system prompt it's really helpful. So that's what I'm doing. This is optional, but you should do it. It really helps the AI to know when to use the tool. So I added it, which is just to use the current time tool whenever the user asks for the time. So now our last step is to find the agent setup, which is right here, and write our new function name. Make sure this is exactly how you spelled that, your new function which you made. Then let's try that again and ask for the current. Oh wait, gotta save it. Now let's run it and ask for the current time again. And it says 2:49, which it is. Now we're gonna set up the voice assistant framework and a cool looking UI. This is completely optional, but in my opinion, I definitely recommend it. It looks really good and it really helps. So let's follow the README. The only step is to install the requirements. So let's install the other requirements. I already have all of them installed, so it takes basically no time for me. But these are super resources heavy tools, so they might take a long time if you haven't installed them before. And to use the assistant framework and the UI, you need to make sure to comment this simple chat. Now you can just talk to your agent like a voice assistant in the terminal by doing run drivers at the bottom of Talk.py, but it doesn't look that, it's not that good, and we have a UI, so why would we not use it, right? So which is exactly what we're gonna do. All you have to do is just run UI.py. Then you gotta visit this, which it will also tell you that you can visit it. So let's just wait. See? So let's just visit it. And now we can test our AI agent. So let's say hi. How are you? And it has persistent memory, so let's just say, what did I say last message? And it should say, how are you? Yep. So it has persistent memory. So now let's try it. This is for you to talk to it like an AI voice assistant. So you gotta click start Jarvis, and then it listens for Jarvis. I said Jarvis, so it heard Jarvis.
Hello, I'm Jarvis. How can I assist you?
I didn't have my volume turned up, but it does speak it out loud. So let's do that again. So you gotta say that thing, that word. I'm not gonna say it, or it's gonna activate. And let's ask it for the latest. Not the latest. Let's just ask it for the current time, which is a tool we had. Jarvis, what is the current time?
The current time is 2:52 p.m. Let me know if you need anything else.
As you can see, it spoke out loud and it heard us. Let's ask it for the latest iPhone. Jarvis, what is the latest iPhone model?
The latest iPhone models as of 2026 are the iPhone 17, iPhone Air, iPhone 17 Pro, iPhone 17 Pro Max, and the entry-level iPhone 17e, released March 11, 2026. The Pro models feature advanced cameras in the A19 chip, while the iPhone Air offers a thinner design. Let me know if you need more details.
As you can see, it works really well. So, now, you're basically done. You can add tools, you can do anything if you want super breakdown tutorials. Follow the GitHub repo in the description below, but that's basically it. You can also comment if you want tutorials on anything else, and if you liked it, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed. But thank you for watching.